Happy New Year's Eve. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, good night, depending on where in the world you're watching from.
In Katanga. I'm watching from a gas station.
Yes, indeed. Kurt, this is commitment for you. Kurt's still away for Christmas and is doing family stuff still. And where he is, the Wi-Fi is terrible. So he has driven to a gas station so that he can get on the 5G and be live with us today for this last live of the year. So
and to get some precious coffee.
And to get some precious coffee, good for you. Yeah, I went out and got a coffee earlier. I'm having to slum it this week and get Costa from the machine across the road because my normal coffee shop is shut until the new year now.
Oh, man, that sucks.
That sucks, doesn't it? Having to slum it with Costa coffee. Hey, first world problems and all that. Hi, Mike H. Good to see you. Rob Borsack, morning. Tony Project, hello. Steve Meller, hello. Lewis Turner, hi. Gary Lynn Baker. The Haffer is here as well, and John Smiley is in. Good to see you all.
Is that Lewis frickin' Turner?
It is Lewis Turner.
The inventor of the Turner funnel?
It is, the inventor and creator. We're going to do something a bit different today as well. So this is the last one of the year. It's also, we've been away doing Christmas stuff. Literally last week I finished doing the Christmas Eve ding dong on the Iron Pub, and that was it for me. I hung up, I shut down. I've done pretty much nothing work related for the last week.
You about said fuck all.
Yeah, just about. That's what I've done. And incidentally, if you won a prize on last week's Christmas Eve Iron Pub ding dong, then you haven't yet received it because you didn't contact the person direct. I am working through it, but I've got to tell you, I came back to this. I know that's blurred just as well. There's names written on it.
Right.
It's a mess. Honestly, I can just about make out who I've got to get stuff to and things. If you're waiting on a prize or whatever, you should get that before tonight's IM Pub, which will be at 9 p.m. UK time. 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m.
3 o'clock Central, which I should be there tonight.
Oh, and it is
home.
It is going to be the New Year's Eve ding dong tonight. It's not going to be a lot different. It'll be a regular pub. We might live stream an hour of it. And at the end of the hour, we might do a single race giveaway. So the whole live won't be dominated with that, like we ended up doing on the Christmas Eve one. If you haven't seen that and you want to see bits of it, we did live stream. It was a lot of fun. We gave away over $10,000 worth of prizes that night.
Damn. Was I drunk?
And at a completely free event that's always free. The Iron Pub never has a cost. It's always free. There is no
these were not inflated prices either.
No, they weren't. They weren't inflated prices. These were genuine prices that things sell for. And yeah, we gave away over 10,000. People were very generous. I started off by doing a few licenses of Sasset Express, and then people just jumped in and started offering stuff. And it was insane. And thanks to all those that gave prizes last week as well. Yes. I just want to give a shout out. Volker gave us 10 lifetime licenses to his I Am Wise thing. If you don't know what I Am Wise thing, look out. There's news coming on that, I believe, in the group. My brother gave away some licenses to EL Messenger Pro. It's not his product. He's a seller of the product. And those licenses cost him money. He's
yes, they do.
That and given, so he dug into his pocket and gave away, I think we did either 1 or 2 1-year licenses and 1 6-month license. So there was loads there. And that's like $700 a year, that product. So... we gave away some Sasset Express. Tom gave away we bundled up his Mug Empire, This Building 101 and I Am Interviews, and he gave away 10 lots of all of that. Steve Miller gave away 10 copies of his Fame engine. That sells at $297,
Yes.
We had Tiny Brander from John Botel.
Yes.
Then we had all sorts of other people doing. John Smiley, Alessandro gave away one of his Christmas deals. We had Neil Mackenzie's 4-in-1 funnel went on there.
Daniel Martin.
I honestly, we gave away so much. If I've missed anything, I'm sorry. WP Horde. We gave away 50 blog license to WP. Like, it was mad. Anyway. It was a really good night. If you haven't had your prize yet, you will get it. Don't worry. I said give us to the end of the year.
And a year's license to Traffic Linker, too.
Yes, yeah. So we did some mental giveaways for Christmas, and it was nice to do. And they're genuinely, people were so generous, and we had a really good time. We did some silly race things, and if you haven't seen it, go look for the live stream. You don't have to watch it all. You can just jump through and see bits of it. You'll see the races. They were a lot of fun. I've had so many people go, oh, what did you use to do the races? Online-stopwatch.com, I believe it is. And they have a free and a premium. I'm not an affiliate or anything. They have a free and a premium version. I do have the premium. It's like $12 a year or something ridiculous. $1 a month. And that lets me do races as big as I want.
Right.
It was a really good way of doing stuff, and we've actually now got some other ideas for that. We're thinking about putting together a show where when people have got a launch, they come on, we interview them about the product, we give it a push, we put this out on all the social channels we're on, not just Society 11. And at the end of the live talking about it, we give away 1 copy in a race for everyone present on the live. And we're thinking that might be a really good little show format for a 20-minute web show that we put out either once a month or twice a month, something like that. I don't know whether there'd be enough. There probably are enough products out there to do it once a week, but I only want to feature good products. I don't want to just let anyone in and start having Billy Darr come on and give away a piece of his shit.
And the winners are going to have to be present to win. That's the other thing.
We think it'd be a really nice idea for a live show. Maybe we also do it at varied times. Maybe we do it twice a month. We do it once at a time that will suit certain proportion of the world. So we try and get a balance of people on. If you've got to be there live to win. We may also do some other giveaways there as well. Make it we'll negotiate with the people that come on. Some of them will get extra licenses, and then every so often we'll do a special giveaway to anyone that's just attended or watched. Leave a comment. We'll put you in a prize draw. A Givenar. That's a great name, isn't it?
Givenar. Someone better register that domain, Andy.
It would be a Givenar. That's a great name for it. Yeah, a fun version of like what Mike from Maine. But actually, Mike from Maine, when he started, I loved Mike's interviews when he first started because he really did grill people. Like it was tough going on Mike from Maine's thing in the early days. Then
it was hard to get onto it too. You had
hard to get on it too. The last time I went on, I got on and Mike just went, just pitch it. I don't know what it is. He had no clue. I just pitched my product and he went, thanks very much for coming on. I mean, it was ridiculous. And then I thought,
crazy.
yeah, you know what? I'm not going to push to get on there anyway. I mean, he invited me, so I went, you know, promo's promo. But really, it used to be a good thing. I think, you know, I like Mike from Maine, but
Right.
I feel he kind of he sold out in the end from what his original game plan was. And I don't blame him. He made a lot more money. But it's not always about the cash, is it? You know, that domain's available. I don't think we need a domain because it's going to be a live show. But we'll work on all that. But that's one of the ideas that we came off the back of doing the Iron Pub. We might stream an hour of the Iron Pub tonight. Anyway, so that's all that news. That be at whereby.com/ironpub as usual. Do come along and join us. If we live stream, we will live stream 9:30 to 10:30 UK time. So we'll only do an hour this week. So if you do not want to be on when we're live streaming, and we will try and remember to put a sign on the screen when you log in that says we're live streaming, but just be aware. We'll put a banner up. We'll do something so people will know. But we will be live streaming for an hour at some point. Givenar is available. Everyone's going, it's available. Someone's going to buy it before the end of this just because of the name. Givenar. Right. I don't know.
Givenar.
I'm not sure. Anyway.
I don't know. I kind of liked it. I like the idea, but
I tell you what, it's a short name, isn't it?
If you had a product to go behind it, Givenars, that actually do these type of things,
you know, I think
for
participants. I think if we try the show and it turns out to be semi-successful, fully successful, whatever, brilliant case study, and we could call the concept Givenars. You know, this is live brainstorming today, which is nice. I like this sort of thing.
It is. It is.
Because if you haven't guessed, because we've both been away doing Christmas stuff, we have not planned today. We just said we'd do a live. We made sure we were here. Kurt got here minutes before we went live.
Right. And I had to get coffee.
To be honest, I've only been around about 2 hours. I've been busy all morning, so I've only been back in the office about 2 hours. Which is why I still haven't got. I was hoping to have got all the prices out by now, so I could have, when we come on out there, gone, well, all the prices have gone out, but they haven't. But they will.
You know, think about brainstorming a little bit more. Isn't JV giveaways one of the ways people built up lists years ago?
Yeah, there was a thing where, I mean, they still happen, like BC Stack and things like that still happen, don't they? And Amber did that bundle a while ago.
Right, but you have to buy that. But if there's a way that you could participate in something and just win.
Yeah, I remember it used to be a really good thing, and I don't even know why I do know why it stopped. Some people didn't play the game honestly, is what it came down to. But there was a thing whereby you put a product in, and you had to personally guarantee you would send at least 100 clicks to the thing. So it generally meant you only got vendors that already had audiences. So, you know, because new vendors, unless the new vendors could come in, but they would have to send quality paid traffic. And where it got dodgy was, in the end, new vendors would come in. They didn't have a traffic source. They would send like absolute bollocks AdFly traffic to the offer, which just knocked the CPCs down. And that's kind of why, you know. But I think if there was a vetting process up front, where we actually confirm these people do have a mailing list, an audience, or a social media following that can generate a minimum of 100 clicks, you know.
Right.
And also, what it needs is, I think, is something built in whereby the products that send the most clicks automatically get put up the top of the download page, so they get pushed the first when people get inside. That way, it further incentivizes the people. If you had a script that did that, that would be a really good model.
Well, I was thinking, that would be the top prize. And then everyone else that was joined in or registered for the drawings We would then do a drawing per prize level. Start at the bottom prize and go up. I see that.
Said somebody would get it.
He's the proud owner of his own idea. Givenar. His Givenar's busted. Never mind.
There you go.
But no, I think that's a good idea. And like I said, if you had a product to go along with it, a software product, to gamify webinars, that's a great way. How many times have you been on a webinar and, Jack from Ohio wins? Who's Jack from Ohio? No one really knows Jack from Ohio. But if you could see everyone's name on the screen and there's a race or some sort of competitiveness, I like the idea of doing a quiz at the end of the webinar. Whoever wins the quiz, which is the product pitch, wins. They would actually go through the quiz. And then, of course, if there was 5 or 6, then there would be some runoff questions and go from there. But yeah, it's just more ideas.
Well, you just put everyone that's answered correctly in a race and
correct.
Do one of those silly, and we only used the Christmas theme ones last week. There's loads of ones that are more general and they're great fun as well.
Well, Gene and Dan, for whoever was winning the actual prize a few years ago, the gold bar, that was a great idea that they did too. They did a number rotator, and then all the affiliates or per sales from those affiliates, they were put into an Excel spreadsheet, and whatever they put in the number from this to this, and it randomly selected a number from there as well. However, it's not quite as interesting as watching a whole bunch of elves run across the screen.
Yeah, elves or whatever it happens to be.
Right.
I am aware there may be some people that don't know what we're talking about. So you know what? I'm just gonna bring up a dummy race and show you what we would do. So I'll just log in. Bear with me. I wasn't planning on doing this, but
Is it going to be a horse race?
I'll tell you. I'll share my screen in a second, and I'll show you all the different sort of races there are. But let me get logged in first, because that way, the whole experience is ad-free for a start. Right. Let me show my screen. So this is a thing called Online Stopwatch, and this is what we were using on the live. Is it that one? Yeah. Oh, wow. So as you can see, you go in here and you've got, they do free ones. I'm premium, so I can use any of the races. So as you can see, we got spaceship, we got robot races, jetpacks. You've got a Minecraft thing, aliens. They're always adding new ones as well. Space opera races, sack races. The first one I ever saw, and what led me to this, I saw a live stream of doing a crab race, and so I searched for crab race online, because I didn't know they not showing who it was with, and that's how I came across the site. But so if you want to do a horse race, you could. So you can do a greyhound race, you can do a camel race, you can do a mermaid race, you can do a unicorn race. So let's do a toy race just for fun.
Woohoo!
And I'm just going to leave that demo names there. I'm not going to put real names in for now.
All
but basically, we go in here. I'm going to turn off the custom logo because I don't want that. We go to names. What we were doing on the live was we were pasting all the entrants in here. So and they're fake names. I'm going to stick us in as well. Andy and Kurt are in the race. There you go.
Woohoo! I'm in the race.
And then you set a race time. So let's just do this one for 33 seconds. Set.
All right.
And this is what it looks like.
Wow.
Now, I can hear the annoying music, which you can't. But I'm going to turn off the annoying music.
Andy's in his car. He's pulling up.
Oh, I'm cheating. I'm using a car. Rory there in a spacesuit. I like the way that George here is just riding a
stick horse,
a hobby horse, and
no, George is the octopus.
George is this octopus thing. It's going to be Rory. It's not Roslyn. The Lego
Rosalind
comes and
from
steals
behind.
it at the end. So that's what we were using to do the race. And that's what we're thinking of doing for this idea. We do a review and then we give away a copy. And everyone that wants to come on the show, they can ask to come on, but they have to give us a full copy of the product or whatever. I would probably push them for the entire funnel, or at least the front end and first OTO or something like that. But whatever. That's the idea. It's interesting. Quite a lot of people saying they like the idea. So we may have to do that in the new year, see how it goes. And as I say, we would do that on multiple social channels. Right. So it would get the widest coverage, and hopefully it would build as well. Give it its own channel on YouTube, maybe. Then people can subscribe and watch live. Yeah. It would be interesting. I bet if I put a post out, and I might do this, just saying that we intend to do this show, and if you want to, what vendors would want to come in, I bet I will get a lot of people say they would.
I believe you would. But the minute you say that we're going to be asking questions, they know us.
We'll get this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because that means you'll only get the people that genuinely believe in their product coming on. Because they know that you're going to have a hard job pulling the wool over their eyes, because we've been around the block a lot.
Yeah, we're going to ask tough questions. We're going to challenge your ideas. We're going to push your thought processes to the limit, as well as we may come up with some really good angles that they didn't even think of.
Yeah. So,
and what a better way to get it tested out than, the niffler and the honey badger.
Yeah.
Which is a term we have not heard in a while, honey badger.
Yes, because I stopped doing that sort of thing publicly, and only do it in Society 11. Well, at the end of the day, I just reached a point where there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can point out. Look, everything this dude puts out is crap. Everything this person puts out is a scam. Everything, And
however, there's always new audience watching. This is what I keep on thinking. There's always new eyeballs.
Well, there are. Yeah, there are. And, I just think the idea of doing a review show with a giveaway in it would really, really work quite well.
But would we want to give away something that we reviewed and said it was crap? That's when we give away one of our softwares.
Actually, yeah. Well, you know what? We just always give them a choice of prizes.
Yeah.
There were options there. There were options there. Yeah, exactly. Rob Borsak says,
ladies
you can keep preaching to them, but they keep going right back to buying from them because they want that dopamine hit at the end of the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, Andy and I are brainstorming online together. You're witnessing this.
Yeah, this is like the conversations we normally have after the thing, isn't it? But it's also a good thing. So anyway, look, for the last few minutes. Oh, did I ever drop that link in? Did I drop the link and no one?
I not on the actual live. I think you put it on the announcement.
Oh no, I never did post it. No. There you go. I've dropped the link in the live there. If anyone wants to come on for the last 5 minutes and say hello, you can actually join us in StreamYard.
Every time we do these are recorded inside a StreamYard. Every single one.
Yeah. Anyway, Moneymakers are still here as well because I've been really generous to them today because it's the last one of the year. But they are going to go now. So bye-bye, Moneymakers.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
I can't
They've got just as Evan came on. That was funny because he's watching in the Moneymakers.
Who, Evan?
Yeah.
Oh, poor Evan.
You should be recording this. We are recording this. They do get recorded and tucked away onto YouTube's.
On the YouTube's. Also on the Facebook group. Inside of Society 11, they're recorded in there.
They are. Actually, this one today, I set up wrong on the YouTubes. It's set to public. So as soon as we're done, if you've got a chance to log into your YouTube and just set it to,
I can make it unlisted. Yeah, I can.
Great.
Yeah.
That's fine. Good. But yes, they are recorded and they do. I believe you can get to you've obviously got them in the Facebook group, which is the easiest place to watch replay, but they're also, we archive them and keep them in our YouTube, which is accessible, I believe, from our members area.
Yes. I just have to find an automated way to update them into the member. Well, I think I have them all going into a playlist, and then the playlist is there.
So, one thing I wanted to talk about very quickly before we wrap up this thing is OneStream and how much that has come on. But OneStream has a limitation that StreamYard doesn't have. And that is that with StreamYard, we can both log in as the admin simultaneously. Because normally, although we didn't today, normally Kurt and I both log in as the Society 11 account because it's a shared account. And we split the cost of it. So, but OneStream won't let you do that. You can only have, if somebody else logs in under the admin while you're in, it logs the other person out or something, I believe. And it says in their thing, their help thing, that you can only have one login because they have a Teams level. So, from the point of view of can we go to OneStream, we could. We just do it on one account and we just invite the person. It's not a big deal, but it does leave the driving of the show to one person, whereas with StreamYard, we've got that control. So, I don't quite know yet is the answer. I am going to be using OneStream for some stuff in the new year. Just some of the features they've got now have really come on, and I've got some ideas, so I'm going to be playing around with that a lot more. We'll be using it in some other niches, certainly, for my own lives, because I must admit, it gets a bit nuts in our stream, doesn't it, Kurt? We log in, we've got especially when you have to reconnect. Every so many months, Facebook disconnects all the channels, and you have to reconnect them. We have to remember which one of us is the admin of which ones in some of them. To go, can you reconnect that? It does get a bit balmy. And so rather than adding a whole bunch more, because it's already can fill the page when they disconnect, I thought I'll start using OneStream because I've got it. And I do like some of the features they've got in for their online shopping thing built into the chat is nice. Stuff like that. They've got some really cool stuff. They've got some nice stuff that interfaces on the screen. People can click a buy button and things like that. But I don't know that we're going to be... We'll have to have a look and experiment, but I would be surprised if we make the move to OneStream for the Society 11 lives. I think we are going to be stuck with StreamYard a little bit longer, probably. But we'll have a look and we'll see.
Well, July is a good ways away. There's a lot of changes that could happen,
and there's a lot more that can happen in the meantime. And we'll have. But I wanted to touch on that today because I know that was something that we've discussed multiple times throughout the last 12 months as it's been evolving, and we've sort of kept going, we're going to revisit it. We are going to revisit it. I have looked at it. I have played around with it. It's very good. And I know several people that are using it. So we shall see. We shall see how that goes. Alrighty then, that is our live for today. I hope you all had a fantastic holiday. If you celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a wonderful one. If you don't and you celebrate something else, I hope you had a wonderful one of them. And this is the last one of the year. For the year, we'll be here. We'll be on the Iron Pub tonight.
Oh, absolutely. We will. Who's going to be on until it's the new year for them? Comment down below. Say, I'm going to be on until the new year happens. So if I start at 3, that means I got to be on there for 9 hours.
Well, it's not really. It's only New Year's Eve, isn't it? So,
well, the whole year.
People are welcome to stay in the Iron Pub as long as they want. I'm going to be on for
absolutely
for 2 or 3 hours, and I'm going.
Right.
But there we go.
Until
and we will, as I say, we'll live stream an hour, 9:30 to 10:30 UK time. We will be live streaming, so be aware of that if you come in. But hopefully we will see a load of you later. All right then, we're out of here. Thanks ever so much for being here. Thanks so much for being a part of Society 11. I hope you all have a if you celebrate the new year and you go out, be safe, enjoy it, have a party, do whatever you want to do. Very, very, I want to wish everyone a super happy and super successful new year. Mate, if you haven't done it yet, make this coming year, make 2023 the one where you do it. And you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait until the new year starts. You can start today. If you've got some spare time today, start making your plans. You can get something out early in January. Make 2023 the year that you really drive and succeed. Make it the year that you take your business to the next level. And we hope that we can help you on that journey right here inside Society 11. Love you all. Thanks for watching.
Adios.
Bye.